All right, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you are in the world. First of all, sorry for the delay. Second of all, can you please somebody just give me a heads up if you are able to hear me loud and clear before we start? Loud and clear. All right, that's great. Okay, first of all, again, I'd like just to apologize. We had some technical difficulties over the past few streams, and hopefully this time will be good. All right, and um, let's see what we can do today. Um, all right. Well, let's see. First, let's. Would you like to? It's not the time. Let's see if they should we open the camera today, or shall we not? I don't know. Maybe not. Or yeah, we can actually. Okay. All right. We have less than 10 minutes for the U.S. jobs report to be announced today, and it's going to be a very interesting day. Hopefully, but for the time being. Let's open up the camera and start from there. Where is that? This one. Let's do main screen. I think this one should be fine. Yeah. All right. Let's uh, let's go ahead and start with the economy calendar. All right. The non-farm payroll is expected to add around 450,000. Private payrolls also 420,000. Manufacturing may add around 30,000, and unemployment rate is set to decline further to 4.7%. And what else we have? We have wages, a little bit of slowing down on the monthly, but still going to go up on the yearly or year over year, which is 4.9%. And labor force participation rate 61.7%. But bear in mind that for the past maybe uh, 4 or 5 months, the non-farm payroll actually disappointed, um, including last month, which was like expected to add around 500 something. We added just 100 and something, or 194,000. But anyway, as always, we will not react to the numbers. We will just wait until the numbers comes out. We will read the numbers and then we'll wait for some sort of a pullback, at least, and then that's before we before we enter any trade or any kind of possible trade. Let me just say. Um, oh my, I did the wrong thing here. Sorry. Oh, okay. So that's number one. For the past few days, we saw like a crazy moves since the Federal Reserve decision or the Bank of England decision, which was also another crazy day because the market is now having like some sort of a credibility issue with the Bank of England because of the proposal of possible rate hike very soon, while the bank was very clear over the past few months that there will be no rate hike anytime soon, and so and so. But um, yesterday's decision was kind of, and that's why, even that the Bank of England said that we will raise rates, what happened to the British pound? British pound dumped big time. So for today, I would love to see some sort of. I mean, it's hard to. Um, it is hard to short the British pound from here or short the euro from here because we're already at the lows, like 115.34, 134.50 for the 134.50 for the British pound. But we might be able to do something maybe this time. We might do something with gold or even with equities or with yeah, with indices. All right, so that's that, and let's have a look here. All right, let me just read some questions first, and then I'll be with you. Uh, all right, well, I don't see that much of stuff today. Okay, that is what 8.6, 27, 237. All right, nothing much really happening in pre-market. Nothing is hot. Futures today, if we look at the U.S. futures, oh, no, not the, yeah, on the right side. Futures are some sort of like higher already today. Um, we have Dow Jones slightly lower today, or the futures slightly lower, 33 and a half, and S&P is 40, like just 19. But where? That's not the U.S. equities. Wait, that's not futures. Sorry, that's the U.S. futures. 44, 46 on the Dow Jones, and we have 10 points for S&P. 10 points for S&P for the futures. That's something. And Nasdaq is still keeps pushing even further higher. Um, so that will be interesting to see. What we'll do. Pre-market stocks, nothing much really on the radar so far. AVH is something. Wow. All right. Anyway. Okay, we have like 4 minutes until the numbers comes out. So let's go ahead and put eco on. Once the number comes out, it's going to be right here on the screen. Let me take that off. It will flash out right here. That's the actual. And if you were expected lower, so that means the US dollar will drop. Doesn't mean gold will go up. Next target is 800. Oh, 1800. Well, there's one of the most interesting things that happened over the past few days is that even that the Federal Reserve announced tapering and announced that they might be raising rates, and even that the Bank of England was saying that they might um, start raising rates. Despite all that, what happened to gold? Gold went back up and recovered like fairly well. So it's going to be very tricky today too, because it's not about just how many jobs there will be created. It's all about also unemployment rate and participation rate, in my opinion. But one thing that might actually just push the dollar higher if uh, the year-over-year earnings is higher than 5%, that would be something like huge. I don't recall when was the last time we saw 5% wages increase on a year-over-year in the U.S. But anyway, anything happens today, we should be waiting and see. The last stream, I was very conservative with stops. Um, with the British pound, with the Canadian, with what else we had? We had also, yeah, British pound and Canadian. Those were the most important one, and even the euro. But today I might be just a little bit open with the stop. So um, let's see what happens. Anyway, 2 minutes, and we will be waiting for the numbers. So. Yeah, I mean, but you'll never be always be right. I mean, myself, I had to go short again on at least the British pound and the euro, while I already had the Canadian. Um, but anyway, here we go. We're less than 1 minute away, and gold is 1791. We might actually be able to do something with gold today. I'm not sure about it, but let's see uh, how we do. Yeah, I mean, for gold, I really need it to at least to close the week above the 1790. I need to see over the 50 and the 20, oh, sorry, 50, 100, and 200-day moving average. That is something very important to see in gold before we enter any kind of trade. But let's see. 15 seconds until the number comes out, and then you'll see what we will do. Temperature 60. All right, here we go. 2 seconds and out. And nothing out yet. Nothing out yet. The Canadian is out. 4.9%. We have the average earnings. From the US, we have 531,000 new jobs. That's a very good number to start with. 600,000 private payrolls. We have 60,000 manufacturing. All the numbers are pretty good. Now, just waiting for the unemployment rate to come out. As you can see on the screen, it comes out just like one by one. So let me just put that also on the screen. Do not react to the numbers. Just wait for the numbers to comes out, and then we'll see how the market will react. Just give it a few more minutes. Um, Unemployment rate falls to 4.6%. So we have like a lot of positive numbers, but let's see. Um, a lot of positive numbers. In general. Unemployment rate also. We have private payroll increased by 700 or whatever the number is. And manufacturing 60. Yeah, that will be that is still a very good number for the dollar. One thing I am not okay with is the participation rate. Hold on, I'm just gonna post the numbers on the screen so everyone can see it. Uh, rise 4.9%. Yeah, here's the last number I'm gonna post on the screen, and then I'll be right with you. Here we go. All right, here's all the numbers are on the screen. Okay, initial reaction, of course, we have G2, initial reaction. We have negative for gold, negative for silver. That's higher US dollar. And we have higher US dollar across the board. The only one thing that I'm not sure about yet, well, let's go back to eco just real quick. So the previous 2 months also, they were revised higher, so that's also good. Non-farm payroll is good, private payroll is good, manufacturing is good, way higher than expected, 4.6. But here's the thing: unemployment rate dropped, while the participation rate is still on 61.6, which is not bad still. And longer term unemployment rate, it is good. All in all, it's good for the dollar. So I was hoping actually for disappointment, maybe we can buy some before. Regardless, we'll have to deal with it the way it is. So let's go ahead and see what can we find to just to see AR. It is hard to execute here. Euro 15. It's hard to execute at these levels, but let's give it a little bit more time for at least a pullback. So even let's go ahead and just have a look also, since we're here, let's go ahead and have a look at the Canadian. Canadian net change in employment, less than expected. All right. Unemployment rate 6.7%. That's lower. Good. Participation rate 65.3. That's bad. Average earnings is good. That's kind of like full time, but they lost 5,000 part-time jobs. That's kind of like tricky. Well, let's have a look if there is any kind of crosses that we can do anything about it. All right. Here's a euro. Nothing yet. I haven't taken any position yet. Now, here's the trick here. Oh, it's not a trick, but here is a very important level here for the euro today, which is this area. A break of this area would be something to consider for real. 1522. See, Kiwi is, let's see. Kiwi starting to go back up. Like, here's the pullback that we're looking for. Here's the pullback that we're looking for. So the Aussie and the Kiwi started some sort of a pullback. Here's the Canadian is dropping back down. Gold 1790. That's a good one. And we have also, where is it? Futures are still up so far, which is kind of okay. But let's see. Let's go ahead and see what do we have. Aussie. Yeah, I like the pullback in the Aussie and the Kiwi more than anything else. Yeah, I like this pullback here on the daily. It's still good. Let's have a look for the 15 minutes and see what we can find. Yeah, we might be able to execute some trades on the Kiwi and the Aussie for the day, at least for the day. Here's the 15 to 60. I would be interested in these levels for the time being. And we can also add another one, which is so either 74.15 or 73.80 or 73.90. That would be something to keep an eye on. But that's a good pullback, though. It doesn't mean. And the Canadian is also. Oh, by the way, let's see. CAD is the same thing on the radar for yesterday's move to today's high, somewhere around 24.30. I would be also interested in that. because dollar index wise here also on the daily chart, dollar index wise, we're talking about what? Yeah, that's another way to look at it. Where is it filled? So this is another one to keep an eye on because this area here was trying to be broken multiple times since September until today. We haven't seen any kind of a break. So we have multiple like potentials. I'm looking at Aussie. I'm looking at Kiwi. These are like nice pullbacks here, which is really good. Euro now also same thing. What I'm assuming that might happen today is basically, so this is the initial reaction. Now we're seeing the pullback, including gold is curling back up. We might see like if we will be able to short it at 1800 one more time. But that's what I'm assuming that might happen. So some pullback right now is in place, including Kiwi, Aussie. Those are my favorites for now, for the time being. Also Loonie or the Canadian. So that would be a possible possible trades until further notice. All right, well, that's good to see. That is good to see. That is good to see. Oh no. All right, yeah. That should work. All right, let me just read some. Why the pullback? It's always good to see the pullback. You don't need to see like the right, like the first initial reaction to be like straight to the point. It's give pullback. Basically, it's giving you some. Will give us some opportunity. If it goes straight, I'm not gonna be a fan of it because I will just be out of the market. But again, I can see Kiwi, Aussie pulling back. That's really good. Even gold is pulling back. I hope that we can see some 1800 maybe in gold, so we can maybe go ahead and at least do some short stuff here. But futures are still up. We have also Europe was not bad today. Where is it? US equities. I'm not. This mixer is not. I'm not good at it yet. The only one down today is the SMI Swiss. Everything else is up. CAC is up 75. FTSE MIB Italy is the highest today. Is almost a 1% up. Almost 1% up. So let's go ahead and go with. Let's see the Kiwi. As Kiwi is still okay. Or at least that's what I believe. The Kiwi is still okay, but hopefully it will get more, a little bit, like another, just a little bit more push maybe. For the Kiwi, that would be great, but that's the one here. All right, we'll keep an eye on the Kiwi. Aussie, same thing, but we need a little bit, another pullback, please. Another pullback would work for us better, I would say. Yeah, that's why you should always wait for a pullback. I like the fact that I'm starting to see a lot of same comments like on the stream as before. Wait for the pullback. Wait for the pullback. Yeah, that's pretty good. Wait for a pullback before you get tricked out. But nothing so far. I'm still looking at Aussie, Kiwi. Those are my favorites for now because of the pullback that we saw. Guess what? Also, it's Friday. So, okay. So we might see some sort of like a trade in a tight range until the beginning of the U.S. session, or until the announcement, or the beginning of the U.S. session, meaning the opening bell. Um, but again, we can still risk some for the Aussie, and we can still risk some for Kiwi. But today we can also, for the stops, we can be a little bit more open. We could be a little bit more open in stops today. Um, and hopefully at some point today we will be able to um, we'll be able to celebrate. Maybe. Yeah, I'm hoping for like another, like just a little bit, another like push higher in Aussie and Kiwi at least before we do that. Whenever I enter a trade, you'll be the first to know. I'll say it on the microphone and I'll put it on the screen. But so far, I just want a little bit more. I'm not being greedy. I just need a little bit more. Because on the daily, wait a second, let's just have a look at the daily one more time. Yeah, on the daily, we're we're pretty much in a very good shape in Aussie and Kiwi more than the others. He's Aussie, he's Kiwi. On the Euro, we're like almost getting oversold, kind of, but not my numbers. Well, here's the thing. I'm just gonna go ahead with Aussie and Kiwi today. Um, I'm gonna go ahead with Aussie and Kiwi. All right. So let's just first of all go with, here is it. And I'm gonna let you know once I enter the trade because it is like kind of a choppy, but it's still okay. 15. Here's the Aussie. Okay, as a starter, I'm just gonna go ahead and short the Aussie as a starter. Okay, not full risk, barely quarter of a risk. Uh, New order. I'm gonna let you know once I just go in. Okay, here's at 73.76, 73.77. I will let you know once I enter. But the first trade, 76. Let's go. All right. I just took the. Um, Wait, it is not filled. Why? Sell by market. Sorry. For 76. We're short in for 76 on the Aussie. All right. 73.76 is the first short on the Aussie. 73.76, first short. And we might be able to add later. Okay. So here is insert row. First trade, short AUD USD at 73.76. We'll all the way to 74. I'm gonna add more. All right, 74. And let's wait and see. There you go. It's on the screen if you have any questions. But that's the first one. Okay, that's the Aussie as the first trade. Um, and that's why I didn't put any kind of stop because it's still quarter of risk, like barely. Not a full trade yet. Gold, I'm hoping if we can go just to 1800 first. If we go to 1800, that'll be a good place to start even looking for shorts. that's my problem with gold. So it's trying kind of like to hold above the moving averages for since ever or since forever. But I'd like to see 1800 first before we even think about any kind of shorts. All right. Well, that's why I'm saying, Mohammed, it's not a full risk. It's just quarter of a risk. That's just a starter. Means like I'm gonna average my risk by the time we keep going, or not by the time we keep going. If it keeps going against me, I would definitely average. That's why I just enter a starter first. All right, here's the LZ, and here's the 15. We'll keep it on the 15 for the time being. Okay, here's 82. All the way to 74. We'll add more as it's on the screen. All right. Euro, nothing much. I'll add more if it goes to 74. It's a short on the Aussie, so sell. It's a short for me. There's 83. Let's go. Kiwi still all right. And again, that's quarter of a trade, so you shouldn't be entering like the whole risk on one level. So that's a quarter of a trade. So if you have, let's say, if you're risking 1% of out of 10,000, that would be one pip is a quarter of a pip. Here's 84. We can add a little bit more on 80 or maybe 90 if it goes there. Guys, read on the screen. Please read on the screen. The first trade is short at 0.7376. That's the first one, but not a full risk again. A quarter of a trade. So the one pip is basically a quarter pip. And we will keep adding. If it goes all the way up to 74, we'll add even more. Here's 82. If you want to add or increase your risk, that's totally fine. But just make sure that you don't risk everything on one level. We might be able to trade gold, but I'm not comfortable just shorting it from these levels. We might, you never know, if it gives us like some sort of a good it's kind of a very choppy. But anyway, we'll see if we can do. But yeah, gold is a possibility today too. There's also Kiwi 70.92. We might be able to go get in on the 71, hopefully. And then we'll wait. Oh, look at that thing now. Check futures. There's a new high. If I'm not mistaken, that's a record high for Dow Jones also. We're up 130 on the futures. That is something interesting. There's 70, 90. All right, let's take that off. Changes in analyst AMC. Oh, really? All right. Okay. You'll have slippage, you'll have spreads, totally normal. But if you know, again, like if you know your risk, you would not be. Don't just care too much about spreads or even. Um, all right, let's go ahead and see where's the. Oh, oh no, why did this happen here? Oh, open profiles. Okay. Here's the LZ. Here's okay. $70.92. I'm just watching Kiwi for a possible short too. The British pound. Listen, the British pound. I wouldn't touch it to be honest today. I'll tell you why. It's been going down for how long? Remember the last stream? It was 138, 137. I would definitely not I wouldn't be shorting it here, even for a quick scalp maybe, but I would definitely not shorting it here. It's been going down for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 days out of the out of the past 7 days. I wouldn't short it here. It's been going down 6 days for the past 7 days, 7 working sessions. So yeah, I'll pass on the British pound for today. But for the Kiwi, we might. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of the Aussie again. 1 second. Here's a trend at 24. Let's see. Let's go back to Aussie. And we might not see like that big of a move until the beginning of the US session anyway. If not, it is what it is. Here's 85 on the Aussie. That's good. Kiwi. 91. All right. Another starter today is the Kiwi. We'll add, oh, sorry, yeah. Another starter for today. I'm going to add a 1 at 91. All right. Here's the second one, which is the Kiwi. Also, that's half a risk or half trade. Second trade, short NZD/USD at 70.92. We'll add more all the way to. We'll add to 71.10. All right, guys, there's 2 on the screen. We'll add more. Let's see where the Aussie is. 87. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get to 74 on the Aussie. We can add more. But that would be our trades. All right. Here's first trade on the screen, and now second trade also on the screen. Short NZD/USD at 70.92. We'll add more all the way to 71.10. Let me just fix the number. This is too much dots. No, we'll see. Gold. Hopefully, if we get to 1800, I will be interested to short. I would not be interested to buy today too much after that bull run. Anyway, let me read some questions here. No, I did sleep, but I woke up a little bit late, sort of. Yeah, my eyes are okay. Don't worry. Maybe I just need to put some eye drops in it. They're a little bit itchy. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. It should be better now. Ooh. All right, where are we? Okay. 70, 80. No, I'm already short both on Aussie and the Kiwi. And if we need to add more, we'll add more. All right, but now we're break even on. And we might, by the way, you can at the same time we might be able to scale in if it doesn't go like to 71 on the Kiwi or the Aussie towards 70, whatever it is, 74. We can scale in on the way down. So we shall see. But yeah, that is a possibility. Guess my eyes are looking better now. Well, let's hope for a big celebration. All right, here's the euro dip. So the euro is got like already starting to go south. That's a new low for the euro. I might be interested actually in gold around here, like 75 maybe. Anyway, U.S. Markets open in like 30 minutes, so we should be able to see more action anyway. Where is TC? Okay, here's that. That's totally fine. If you want to wait until the price goes back up to short more, that's totally fine. You, if you don't like to join us on that one, but so far we're still like a break even. Like we're 3 points down on the Aussie and one on not 3 points, actually more than that. But anyway, let's see. Let's see. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm checking gold for again, like for a short possible short. Uh, Here's Aussie XAU. Let's see if it will be able to hold that here. Because daily gold doesn't really look good on daily that much. Well, kind of, but I need it to hold. Let's wait and see what we can see here. It's 4 hours too. Yeah, I do have here this one here. Yeah, somewhere 1800, 1803, 1804. And even if we take it a little bit lower, that still should be around the same area. So that would be Canadian is dipping even more than that. So yeah, but it doesn't mean that it might keep rising from here. I mean, again, like look at the chart is very choppy. I mean, it's not really stable. But anyway, we'll keep looking at that. And at the same time, look at this one here. High, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And you have lower low, lower low, lower low. So it's more of a like the downside more than the upside, I believe. So we'll see. And the 1800 still solid so far. But we'll see where we do. The British pound is also making some like a little bit of a move. So anyway, let's see what we get to. Oh, I forgot about that. All right, what are we having here? Was that the Dakhliya? No, no, that's something different. Shorting gold will be tricky because of the high inflation. Yes, kind of, but we'll see. Um, we'll see. Um, all right. As I said, we might be able to scale in, meaning if it didn't go to the next level that we wanted, we might be able to scale in. Here's some yen pulling back. So we might be able to scale in before, but anyway, let's have a look. NZD. Yeah, that's all of it, half of it. AD. Yeah, same thing. In 4 hours instead of daily. Yeah, I think gold is not in a good mood. Let's see how we're able to hold around here or no. But anyway, let's see the rest. 20 minutes until the beginning of the US session, which should be very interesting start. Earnings notifications. Oh. Wait, what is it today? AMC? Anybody knows? On the 8th, not today. We might be able to take some of the ends. You know what? Let's go ahead with some gold. All right. I don't feel like it's gonna keep just pushing around here the same thing. So let's go ahead with some gold. 93. I'll let it be. 93.85 on gold. Here's the third trade, and then we'll just leave our hands open and then give it some times. Third trade for today, short gold at, what was it? 179.385. Okay. We'll add all the way to 1810. All right, we have three trades already. We have three trades already. And scaling in, scaling out, I'll leave it up to you guys, but I'm just gonna hold it up in here for the time being with gold, and we might scale in on Aussie and Kiwi. Long-term targets Ethereum. I'm not just going to be telling you, yeah, I know where crypto's going. I have no clue what crypto's doing. I only do, again, like I only bought back in 2016 after the first crash, and I'm still holding Ripple, I'm still holding BTT, I'm still holding TRX, and some Dogecoin. That's the only thing that I'm holding currently. Uh, and I'm leaving it, but I really don't even track them on a daily basis. I will just check the bud. It looks strong from a chart standpoint. US 10-year yields is down to 151 today, so that's fairly enough. Let's just have a look at the data one more time. Why do I feel there's some sort of thing that is... 2-month revision 235,000, non-farm 500, and the previous one was up to 300. Private 600, your previous one is up. Manufacturing also revised higher. Unemployment rate 4.6. Average earnings higher. This is in line. 34. Okay. Less hours, higher pay. Labor force stable. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about here. Let's do grid. Can we? Just to keep a track on the three instead of going around. Let's do 1 day. Yeah, we don't need that much of a grid. Line bar candles. View. Let's keep that in mind. By the way, I don't need that much. Why do I have to call it a day? 73. That's the US Open. Let's see. I actually don't like this page at all. Here's gold 95. All right, let's see. What do we do? I don't know. Just to track all of them together, maybe at the one page instead of just keep going on the same like 2 pages. Any reason? Yeah, there is a reason why they're trying to retrace up. It's been going down for a few more days or a few days. It is very, very normal like to see a pullback. Again, like it's not always like a one-way bet. Like you will see the market goes down like for 5, 6, 7 days in a row. It might happen, but when it happens once in every like I don't know, every few years. That's why I don't like to react to the data once it comes out. I would like to see a pullback. And even with the trades that we issued, we said only to take a quarter of a trade or a quarter of your risk, so we can add into it. If it doesn't go today, it might be for the next week. So we scale into it. Not always 8 to 15%, just like on the short term when we trade. But I always prefer the daily for the bigger picture, and then we go down all the way to 15. Aussie, same thing. 50% winning trade. I'm not sure. I mean, every trade is 50-50. Either you make money or you lose money, and you might be lucky if you do break even. Uh, any stop losses or take profit? Stop losses today, I'm gonna leave it, but not yet. It's very early to talk about stop losses because we're again like in a quarter of a trade, so we're barely moving. Um, we're barely moving on that, but I'll definitely set some stops like at the end of the session uh, if we didn't get any kind of like big moves anyway. AUD a bit to reach our target? No, not a target. That's another short area. It's not a target. We did not. That's another short area, not a target. All right. Dollar سلبي أم إيجابي? Well, it looks like we're good. We have to see. من المفترض أن نشهد قوة للدولار من جديد. Sorry, I'm trying to do Arabic and English session at the same time today. 74, did we? Not yet. Not yet on Aussie. 74. We'll wait for the 74 first. Yeah, we will add more on that one. Short gold, add all the way to 1810. What is this week? Meaning that we went short on gold. If it goes all the way up to 1800, we will add another short. If it goes to 1810, we will add another short, and then we will set our stop. You don't just go short full size on one level. Go again there. And the D meets 71. Should we put another order? 71 should be fine, I guess, too. Do you think when actual tapering gonna start, gold might drop in acknowledgement? No, no, not exactly. I mean, what you said. When tapering gonna start, gold might drop in acknowledgement that inflation is high. No, when inflation is high, gold goes up, not the other way around. But the tapering might actually push gold a little bit lower because of a higher US dollar. But what happened yesterday with the Bank of England uh, bluffing around and not being able to um, uh, like send out the right maybe the right message to the market, because now they're trying to there's a huge split between Bank of England members. So that's gonna be like, that's why gold actually just recovered yesterday. So that's why it's not always with like if tapering happens or not. Tapering is gonna happen already now. Gold, we know that tapering is gonna happen. It's not something new for gold. Now the thing is inflation fairly transitory according to the Fed? It is, but it doesn't look like it. Um, Hey, Mark. I mean, please, if you don't like FBS, you don't need to trade with FBS. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm trading with FBS too, and I don't see like kind of freeze on the chart. And even if it happens, there's no. Right now, you're telling me there's a freeze. I can still trade. If you don't like it, just don't trade with them. That's it. Just don't come in like in here and just start spamming the chat and saying that they're scamming stuff. Just try and find another whatever. Like you have zillion of traders there. All right. Thank you so much for coming, Mert. I'm gonna have just to let you go. It's just unbelievable sometimes. Like when people come in, just like, oh, they scam, they're whatever. If you have a if you have any problem, you can go and ask. If your problem is not solved, come to me and I'll solve it. All right. What's going on with the British pound? What is going up north? Again, that's still part of the pullback, mate. It's still down for 0.3% on the day. That's why I said from the beginning I'm not interested in the British pound too much because it's been going down for too much. Yeah, madness. 200 pips for the British pound to go down, and then you want it just to keep going down? I don't think so. Anyway, let's. We have 5 minutes until the opening of the U.S. session, so let's see if things are gonna turn around our way. Uh, Vacancies in FPS? I really don't know. I'm not. I'm not really sure. All right. What else do we have? Stand up the euro. Euro's not doing much right now. Let's see. So I can keep it here. Gold is 97 again. Oh, that's better. Here's 97 on gold. 97. Let's see if it's gonna go to 1800 now. Euro pullback. Aussie and Kiwi around the corner for an ad. So we shall see. Anyway, 4 minutes until the beginning of the U.S. session. I'm just gonna step outside for a second, and I'll be back right when the market opens. All right. Keep your stop tights. I mean, not stop. Sorry. Keep your risk as it is. You don't need to change anything now. Sorry about that. I did not check my mic. Anyway, I added one more short on gold at 1802. Um, sorry about that. 1802. I added on gold, so now is 1801. I mean, you can still add it here for the time being, and we'll add into the Kiwi and the Aussie shortly. And here's the opening of, again, like as I said, the opening of the U.S. session. It is still record high for both Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq Composite Index, all of them at record high again. So that's fairly well, and we'll be adding into Aussie and Kiwi very soon. Don't think so. This move will continue as it is, at least for the time being. The yen is 1360. Well, the yen is kind of like sexy here. Well, let's see. If you want to average in for Aussie and Kiwi, go ahead. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm gonna add into Aussie and Kiwi as we said. You want to add into that? Go ahead. 97 for and Kiwi. Where is it? Here's Kiwi daily, and here's Kiwi, and here's 71 on Kiwi. All right, so we're fairly in on good size half trades each. We have an Aussie, Kiwi, and on gold. Why am I down? Oh, DOCN option. Never mind. Why you mean adding short on gold? Because again, like, guys, do you want to read just the scale side down? We average our position. Average our position. Averaging our positions. All right, let's go back in here and just keep that in mind here. Aussie, Kiwi, gold back below 1800. Let's hope it keeps pushing. Pullbacks are killing you. Why? You shouldn't be that much. As long as you control your risk, that is what all that you need. All right, let's see what else in here. AR, nothing much really. APA still looking good. GT, OSDK, that. We'll have to leave it as it is. Run, nothing. Lucid, nothing. Oh, yeah, RCB, that thing is gonna good. CCJ, Fubo, UPH, nothing. No. Nova. Shang, still looking okay. Asan, something else. Okay, nothing much really for me here. What did I do with the? Oh, what do you mean average short? Oh, guys, come on. Those are like terms for trading. If you don't know what the average short is, we went short first trade on the gold. Where was it? 1793, and then we went short again 1802. The average is what's the average? a stock called Inta. What do we do with that shit? Oh, no. No. I'm an odd. Alan. APTN. Nothing. Jabbar. Nope. Let's give it just some time. APA still good. MTC still good. Naked Empire. Yeah, we just hold our hands and wait for the move. Now I have nothing else I can do. Oh, okay. If you're a newbie, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Let's see where the next 30 minutes would take us. What was it? Oh, 5 million. Guys, stop talking about manipulation in the market and currencies. And we're talking about just few pips. You can't just say it's manipulated just because a few pips up and down here and there. And you will never take any kind of trade, any trade in the world. Like it would be maybe once in a million that you would take a trade and it would go with you right away. It happens maybe once in your lifetime. Might happen once in your lifetime. It might happen once in your lifetime that you would take a position and then it will be with you your way. Anyway, it's gold 1800 and something. Where is it? Yeah. 1798. And here's Kiwi pulling back, Aussie also. And Dow Jones keeps pushing higher. Just give it a little bit more time. Be patient. Be patient. USD CAD between those numbers on the daily, CAD is still okay. For longs, I also actually wanted to buy some dollar yen, but on the not Aussie. Give us Kiwi CAD. CAD is still okay daily and 15 minutes too. Yeah, on the daily, it's still again like I've been buying it for a long time since 23 something. I still believe that we might see like more and more upside, but yeah. We'll see what we do. Let's keep an eye on our trades now. 99. Keep going. Yeah, we're fairly in a good shape now. Aussie, Kiwi, curling back down. Take profit. Well, I mean, it's early to talk about take profit. Trust me, I'll let you know once I start like scaling out or once I start like getting rid of it. But we're still too soon to talk about take profits. At least we're not in a big loss anyway. Oh, I actually, Alan. Nah, nothing much really here too. Sorry, checking some stocks today. OSDK Nova, nothing. GT, that thing is gonna crash big time at some point. Okay, SN. Give me some alert here. AUPH. Nothing yet. AR, we should definitely take that. Set alert. Fubo, nothing much. PLUG, not yet, but it's getting there. Well, actually, it is. It might be. Let's get in there. Nothing. CCG, we need another alert here. MQ. What? Why did I have this on the list anyway? Take that shit off. APA, we're good. Oxy, still early to talk about. Lucid, early. Fangia, let's do sell alert 2. Set alert again. Net, that's good. That sound all right. Okay. All right, where are we? 98 for gold. Okay, let me read some questions. What time should I take profit on gold? I wish I would know around maybe 7:30.5. We don't know until we are in good profit. We'll take profit, but it's early to say yet. But I'm hoping like this session will be very good for us anyway. So let's just wait. Are you staying till the trade's all in profit? I hope so. Yeah, why not? That's what we're hoping for. If it goes all in profits today, that will be great. AFRM, what do we have? That thing is just so expensive, but options should work on it. How much is the calls today? 1 second. 1 second. Yeah. I'm just managing here and there stocks and currencies today, so. Wow. Oof. That's too much. 162.5 is 11. Nah, no, but it's good to keep an eye on. Okay, look at Wix, wise man. So it looks Wix play tricks don't get FOMO. Okay, should I buy? And you want to buy? No, guys, please. Whoever comes like late, just read the CGs down. All right, we're not buying NZD. We're shorting NZD. Okay, and short means sell. Long means buy. Gold might go to 1766. I hope. I mean, that would make our day. It would make our week if it goes 1766 today. Why are you sure that gold is going down? We're not sure that gold is going down, but this is what we're seeing on the chart, at least, or that's what I'm seeing on the chart. That's what I'm. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what I believe. That's what I see. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be right, but so far it looks like we're good in a good position at least. So that's what I think. It might be another lower high. So we saw lower highs here, lower highs here, lower highs here. Might be this one, another one, and then we saw lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. So I'm hoping if it goes 1766, whoa, that'd be perfect. But nothing to be sure of. Euro USD, it's just not moving much really. But the 15 here, like it's a very solid support on the daily. So that's why I did not touch euro. I did not touch the British pound. They've been going down for a long time. I saw the pullback the first thing in Aussie and Kiwi, and I was like, yeah, why not? short term, gold sell 1766. We're already short gold. Control pass to A. I don't know. Now taking. Let's go. Why are you shorting gold? Oh, I already explained that. Did I? Okay. Gold fall to rise up to 1808. All right. Well, let's see what happens. Here we are, waiting and seeing what would happen today. Right. Anything else that we have on the screens? Lucid is back on down, breaking down FRM. Nothing much really inside here. B. Farm is doing well. Shib. TRVG. Oh, and no. Okay, well, that would be it for the day. Nothing much else to do. Okay, let's keep watching. Our Aussie and Kiwi keeps pushing a little bit down. I'm hoping for at least the low of the day. If he can make it today, that would be great. Yeah, I do trade stocks. I do trade stocks. I do trade bonds if you want. Yeah, I have some stocks today. I like some options, but not real stocks today. OTRK, nothing. ALM, nothing. Board and TRVG. And nothing looking appealing so far. ADPN, also nothing. Farm maybe is the best. FOSL. FLL. Oh, 173. Oh, pretty good. DOCN. APA. This is until what, November 12, and this is November 19 expiration. That's the support level to be what, I believe. What do you think? Or what? Which one? 1794. Well, we're going down just slowly on both. Yeah, I mean from this move, yeah, that should be fine. The small one. But yeah, here we're still in a good stage, so I'm totally comfortable with everything so far. And we're soon should be profit on all of them now. Soon we should be on profit on all of them. Yeah, so just give it some love, give it some time. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to see like again like another like move like within an hour tops, because after that the market is most likely we're gonna die, because it's Friday here in the United States, and most of the time like people leaves early on Friday for the weekend and early weekend. So let's see, but looks like at least equities are in a very good mood today. So look at that, Dow Jones 300 points, and we are at record high. So I think they will be leaving it early to keep it on maybe record high somewhere. Love heals everything. Yeah, Yes, it does. Yeah, so far I mean, so far we're still in a very good shape when it comes to the entries, either on Aussie, Kiwi, even gold too. Like we're at the average. So I can't be complaining unless if it goes back to the high, but so far we're still in a good shape, I believe. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fine with whatever we're getting here. So okay, Lucid again, PLUG, FSLY. That was huge. Wow, that was a huge drop. That was a good one here. CLFT. That was a good one too. Sava, or Sava, Sava, nothing. Forum net. Also doing nothing much really. Can you please give advice on accuracy based trades, means trades with market makers and fund managers? That's um, I mean, there's one thing that is important, maybe that people think that is absolutely wrong. That fund managers and banks or whatever, that their winning rate is like 90%. That is completely untrue. That is completely untrue. You have to keep something in your mind. Your winning rate can be 10% and you can still be making money. Your winning rate could be 10%, meaning um, you could be basically out of 10 trades, you would be losing 9, but making money on 1. And that's how basically banks and fund managers and full-time traders does, is basically you don't need to have like 80% trades uh, to make money. A key thing about trading for me, at least, like I would try to keep my stops as tight as possible, but whenever I have a winning trade, I would scale into it. So now we're have a look at what is happening in Aussie, Kiwi. The other day we did get stopped out on the euro. We got stopped out on the British pound. We got stopped out on the loonie or the Canadian dollar during that day. But the next day, again, like we went short again on the Aussie, on the sorry, we went short again on the British pound, and we went buy on the CAD. And this is when we scaled in. You can have a winning rate, like literally winning rate of 10%, but you can still make money. Tight your stop on the short side, not on the short side, but make your losing trades as few as possible. But whenever you have a winning trade, scale into it. That's my advice for everybody. People think that, oh, I have to make like, out of 10 trades, I need them to have, I need at least to have like 6 trades to be in profit. That's absolutely not right. Including even banks. Banks will have to, of course, like they might have like way higher winning rate than any of us because they have the funds. They are able to hold their risk for a long, long, long time. But one of the things that you have to think about is basically you don't need to have like 70%, 80% winning rate. That is absolutely not true. You can still make money even if your winning rate is like 10%. It all depends on how you manage the risk and how you manage your trade. What's the risk reward ratio you do? You see, again, like that's the one thing that you should not be concentrating as much as you want to concentrate on your stops or on your risk. So, I mean, you always try to use, of course, less risk. But whenever, again, as I said, whenever there is a reward, scale into it. Just like what I said, like now. All right, have a look at what we did today. Short on the Aussies, short on the Kiwi. We scaled in, so it went against us. We added, and now even on the downside, we might be able to add more. I would be able to add more because I know my risk, and I would love to add more to increase my profit on that because we're within the same what is it called? I would scale in on profit. Why not a scale in on profit? Basically, market liquidation is in hand of fund managers and banks. I mean, they have the biggest liquidity. What do you expect? If they want to enter a stock and just, if they want to enter a currency or they want to enter a stock, of course they'll have the big hand. They're the biggest liquidity. I don't have a 10 billion or like a trillion to enter a trade. So yeah, that is possible. I mean, patient doesn't come without a price, but out of experience, it is how it works. Only when people realize that it is not just like that you enter a trade today and you'll be able to make money today and you'll be able to make money tomorrow, whatever. No, it is. I mean, you might be, but it's not always the same case. If you always look at the bigger picture first, um, that is how it works. So now, like, okay, well, Aussie and Kiwi are getting us like a very big, I mean, not a very big, but in a good position. Gold is still the same, around the same area because the average is 1970, 17, 1798. So we're still down by like maybe $1 or whatever, but I'll have to wait for it. I'll have to give it some time. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I have to manage my risk. That's why when I started like giving the trades, I was saying, you go in with a quarter of the risk, and then we'll add all the way in. Same goes for gold. Because I don't need just to put all of my risk in one position, not in one position. First, I don't want to put my risk in one position, and I don't want to put all my risk in one level. Reducing your risk is basically by adding into the position, not the other way around. Yeah, just give it the complete time for the trade to develop and wait for the trade to come to you, not the other way around. And um, chasing, that's another thing. So people would look at, um, you know, any kind of price. Hey, I mean, it's going up. Like it's been going up for the past what 2, 3, 4 hours. It can go for another like 10, 20 pips. That's the absolute most of the people does is they would look at the chart. Today the euro is up by whatever, and they would like, oh, it can still go up. Or just like the British pound, I can assure you, maybe 90% chance of the people who basically went short on the British pound, they went short just today, not yesterday. Well, I don't know, but if you guys from FBS clients, we sent out short position on the British pound at 138.30. 138 and 138.30. That was our short position on the British pound from last week. 138.30. Today we went to 134.20. Let me just put that and just show you where is the 138. 138. Here's 138. That's one. And 138.30. This is where we entered. This is where we entered last week. can see. Oh, sorry, you can't see the screen, but here we go. This is where we entered. 138 and 138.30. That was our um, short area. And I can assure you, most of the people, if not 90% of traders, started shorting like right here. It's been going down for a few days. It can go one more day. That one more day, whenever you enter the market will change its course. But the euro just about like during our live stream, 116.10. Let's go back for yeah, keep it at 4 hours. 116.10. And it went 116, 116.10, and then all the way down. 116, 116.10. But we got stopped out on that one. But again, look, where do we short? Where did we short the first time? And now people are saying, oh, let's short some euro. Oh, it's a 15. Let's it might go actually down. It might break lower. It might not. I mean, it might. You never know. But the thing is, like, why would you actually go short after the move? Hoping like for another move that was just like this one. So yeah, that's what I don't like to do. And I mean, there's a lot of people like always said like you're reluctant in like issuing a trade. Yes, I am reluctant. I don't like just to chase the move and after the move happens, like I would jump into it. No, I would always need to wait for pullbacks. Would always need to look at the charts, give it a little bit more time. Here's gold back to 1800. Well, all right, well it is what it is. But when you know your risk and you know how much maximum um, loss that you'll be able to make or you'll be able to handle, that is still fine. But when you wait on the British pound and you get like over 400 points on it in a week, that is not bad. For me, that's not bad. If you have like a trade of 400 pips, oh, go ahead. All right. Gold double top, or is it? Yeah, gold still bearish. Yes, I'm still in the same position. I haven't closed. If I'm gonna close any position, you'll be the first to know. If I'm gonna close either in profit or in loss, you'll be the first to know. No, I need to get back to your shift. All right. Have a good one, Amor, and have a great weekend ahead. I'm just hoping that we can get at least a move from now for another within the next 30 minutes. I would love to see that. Otherwise, the market's going to be dead. It's Friday. If we don't get a move from now until 6:30, even though that equities are killing it, but I'm hoping to see a move from 30 minutes, like within the next 30 minutes. I'm hoping to see a move within the next 30 minutes. So let's see. And let's hope that move will be uh, in our favor. Inflation is priced in? No, definitely not. Not yet. I don't see that inflation is priced in already. You know what? One of the things that I'm doing recently, I'm buying a lot of silver for the long term. I'm buying silver bars. because it's hard to believe with all the inflation and all the shortages that is happening around the world that silver is still in the 20s. It's hard to believe that silver $50 peak is not going to be revisited again. So we might be shorting gold today and shorting maybe silver or shorting others, but I believe at some point we're still way undervalued on silver. When I have no idea, but I'll buy on the longer term. DXY, I still believe it's gonna keep on pushing higher until the first day when they start raising rates. Go back to what happened after the financial crisis. It is almost the same, if not a copy paste of the scenario that is happening right now. Read about the financial crisis. Read about the QE when they announced it during the financial crisis and how the tapering started, and from the what happened from the tapering until the first rate hike. What happened to gold? What happened to gold? What happened to the dollar? What happened to all the other assets? Just go and read that because this is a copy paste of what's happening right now. And I posted multiple times on Twitter about how the market is reacting right now. So let's see. Shall we do an early celebration for Omar? I don't know, but I mean it's very early to celebrate anyway. Gold is back to 97 now. That's an early to celebrate. Anyway, we'll stay here until we see what we're gonna do with the rest. CFLT. It's not a breakout. BE. There's nothing I can do. All right. So here's 1 second. Here's another question. So does NZD have potential to move 100 pips? It might. I hope so. It might. I hope that we get 100 points. Why not? You never know. But again, here's the thing. I would not just like look only to get like 100. Whatever the market can give me, I'll take it. Here's your gold. Nice 1796. And trust me, 1 second. Please look at the DFC. Don't you think that it's ascending triangle? Let's have a look. I'm hoping for the dollar actually to break higher. I mean, again, like I'm not just looking at technicals here for the dollar. I'm looking at technicals and fundamentals at the same time. Fang, let's see what happened. What is the option calls on here? 1 second, sorry, I just need to check one thing real quick. That Fang thing looks like we are going. Let's see where the call options are. 114, 110, 115. Oh, that is actually not bad. All right, let's take some calls. 115. Can we do 114? Yeah, I'll take that. What's the maximum loss? Check margin. 410. Sorry, just a second. I just need to deal with something real quick. Oh, that's what? November 19, 14 days option. $14 days option. What's the expiration? Delta. Actually, that's absolutely not bad at all. 120 even. Nah, it's too much. But 114 on the average. 1 second, sorry guys, just to give me a minute. I mean, why not? Go ahead. Here is a call option, 420. for November 19th. Okay, let's see it. Hopefully we can get it here. All right, where are we? Oh, look at that. Nice. So what did we get? So the Kiwi is the one so far is the giving point. And here's gold 96. Let me just read some questions. 1 second. One sec. Oops. Okay. Uh, oh, sorry. Let's go for dollar index first. Somebody asked about it. Dollar index chart. Here we go. You want it on the daily chart or what exactly? Yeah, we'll have to see how it's going to be able to do this one here. If it will be able to break higher today. Well, it looks like it is because fundamentally it has the possibility to do so. Oh no, what did I do? Did I move? Oh, sorry about that. 1 second, guys. To fix something. All right. Sorry, you better notice me, buddy. Please don't celebrate early. Come on now. You want to spoil the fun? Okay, we're not celebrating early. All right, we're just gonna wait. Potential drop for gold until 1780s. I hope so. Hopefully, we'll get there. I'm hoping that we can get there today. Okay, how to understand pullback. Man, pullbacks is just the moves that we saw. Here's the okay. That was the pullback. Oh, you can't see my 1 second. 1 second. I have to fix one thing real quick because capture setting mouse filter. That was the pullback. So it's been going down all the way today, and then the data comes out. Here's the pullback, and then we started shorting. You don't just go short because the market or just because the data came out like very good or very bad or whatever. You just need some sort of a pullback. So today, this is the pullback before we went short. Okay, where can we follow signals given by FBS? You'll have to be a client at FBS and you'll have to have at least $500 in your account and an active traders, and then you'll get your daily PDF there. I see the double top on XAU now only. I got in the late entry. Thanks for the lead. All right. Telegram channel, yes, we always do. We always do some signals, not the daily ones. Gold facing a minor support. I pray we break it soon, hopefully. No, we'll wait on the celebration a little bit more. We'll wait on the celebration. What do you think? Should we take our profits in gold? I mean, I'm still in. If you like your profit on gold, go ahead and take it. But I'm still in. Well, on $1,000 account, your risk should not exceed 1%, like for each trade. But when you take that 1% for each trade, you have to divide that 1% too. So each trade will have like at least of a 0.1% of in each trade, so you'll be able to manage it. To scale in to running trade, can you suggest a strategy? Scaling in? Oh, I mean, the scaling is the easiest. It's not like a kind of a. Sorry, let me just fix that. All right, I don't know what did I do with my microphone, but oh, there we go. One second. That option did not get executed yet. Why? I mean, I'm really hoping that we should see again like a move in the next 10 minutes. Otherwise, the market will be dead. Don't see it much really. Oh, APA is looking good, but I just need that call option to execute. The scaling in usually that comes out after you're in profit, not when you're in loss. The first thing you do is basically you average the position, meaning that you start with let's say 0.1 and then you add another 0.1, let's say, and once you're in profit, you can basically start like doubling your position. But when you're in profit only with a tighter stop. That's what I usually do. What is the one that is taking us? Oh, check on that. Oof. That we might just need to get rid of it. Here's 96 gold. Let's 95. Keep it going. Well, that call option did not get executed. On Fang, but still. Sorry, I just need to check something real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, big dump. Big dump reported. Not that big of a deal. Well, nothing much really moving after that. But anyway, 97 average. AP is doing good. U.S. equities pulling back a little bit right now from record highs, so that's still kind of a all right. Oil is not doing anything. I guess I mean market might just maybe settle down here today, possibly. Six. Actually, you know what? Just let it out. Cancel. Yeah, yeah, it's about the corner. Jeez. Oof. Like nothing much really moving. The charting platform that I'm using is just um, that is Bloomberg terminal. You don't need that. I'm just like comfortable with it because I've been working with it like for a long time. Forecast is being investigated by Justice Department. 8 minutes for what? I mean, again, the XY on the daily is still like showing more life, and even also, by the way, dollar index showed like more and more positivity today after today's move, especially RSI now here. So if you want to keep the trades for next week, that's still something okay to be done, especially if we close the day like above 95.50. That should be fine too. But I need a bigger move, and it's just gonna might take a little bit more time. Anyway, we can still leave it until next week, but we have to manage our stops right now. Let's see, what are they? And though that we're like very near the stop, very near like entries on all of them. Like the farthest trade is like -7 pips, which is the Aussie. The first one, 73.84 and 73.79. So we're not, I mean, when we were profit on gold, one of them, not the second one. So we're like in the average of down is 1800. Yeah, not a big moves already is happening, I guess. I mean, from now until like 3 minutes, if we didn't see like any kind of notable move, I'll just leave it here for the week and see what we can do after. I have to keep an eye on Fang. Oh, so early morning here. Oh, did not put auto. Currently, I'm in my office in the U.S. in the United States today. Is it halted down? Yeah, I guess the markets is dead. I mean, it's been an hour since the opening of the U.S. session. The only thing that moved actually like too much was, of course, equities. Dow Jones is still up to what? 300 points. S&P is like 36. Nasdaq. Maybe that might be it for the day. It might be it for the day, but from now until the end of the session, if nothing's happening, I'm just gonna um, take it until next week, or even I might actually even close it before the end of the day. Um, you never know what's gonna happen over the weekend, but still, we're in mild loss in here. Like average, like what, 37. Unless if it's gonna give us like, we can give it another 15 minutes if you want, or maybe not. My advice to all of you who doesn't want to keep the trades until next week, if you want to keep it until the end of the session, that is also a possibility. If you want to hold until the end of the session, that is a possibility too. Um, if you don't want to, if you don't want to hold it over the weekend. Uh, should we stop like this? I mean, again, like as I said, like kind of the market is kind of dead. It's already. Uh, I wouldn't just give it maybe another 30 minutes tops, but um, whoever wants to exit any of the positions before the end of the day, you're free to go with that. If you want to hold it over the weekend, you just need to manage your risk with the stops. Um, I wouldn't put, let's see where we can give some stops for some of the Aussie. And I don't want to put like larger stops. 1 second, let's see. I'm right here. I'm not leaving. I'm right here, not leaving. Just give me a second. I need to check something real quick. Um, yeah, I'm not seeing that much of a big deal here. Okay. I mean, today by 10. All right. Okay. Nothing much really. No big moves. Nothing. APL. That's good. Fang. Did it any change? Nah. No big moves. All right. I guess that will be it for today. I guess for the week. Uh, for stop losses, what are we going to do here? Um, I mean, if you want to be very, very conservative, very conservative, I would put the stop at. Uh, if you want to be very conservative, we can just put the stop for the Aussie above 74.10 or 74.10, 74.15. That would be maximum. That's for the Aussie. And same goes to the Kiwi. 71.15, 71.10. That would be at tops too. I wouldn't hold it more than that. Gold, the high of the day, tops, not more than that. I wouldn't risk more than that for gold. So everything, all the stops should be for the day, at least for today. If you want to just be very conservative, we just put it like on uh, above the high of the day, just a little bit on top of the high of the day. If you're happy with whatever you have now, which is like almost a break even on everything, you can just close it. No loss is still a win, so that would still be good. USD fundamentally technically strong, but no things guaranteed, guys. I mean, of course, but nothing's guaranteed. But as I said, like you can to be very conservative and to keep because I always like to keep my loss minimal and then scale into the profit ones. I would just basically put my stops at the high of the day, a little bit over, not more than that. Because it's Friday, it's a early weekend. Since there is no big move so far, so yeah, that'll be my take for that one. Yeah, so set your stops at the a little bit above the high of the day. Um, for Aussie, for Kiwi, that'll be more than enough. Because if we go for the high of the day, this beats the technical outlook anyway. Gold, I'm hoping for at least something below 1780. At least I would say, but I wouldn't risk too much over 70 over the high. Well, 18 and 5. If it goes there, I would try the short again. 18.10, 18.15. That'll be next week, but not for today. Yeah. So if you just want to set your stops above the highs for the day, that should be fine, I guess. Early to celebrate, definitely. But I mean, there's no celebration. Um, but the euro, same thing for all the other pairs. I guess every single drop in the dollar is an opportunity to buy. So this goes to all the other pairs. And holding the euro here, I believe next week we will be able to break it lower. If not today, maybe we might be seeing some sort of that move later in the day. That is possible. Um, but yeah, that'll be it, I guess, for this week. But from now until then, I guess it would be just wise to put your stops where they are and don't risk it much because London close is going to be closing in what time? What time is it now? So yeah, like in 2 hours, London will be closing. And don't forget, next week is the daylight saving, so the timing will be a little bit different. All right. As I said, for the stops, just make sure that you don't risk too much, especially that we're at the end of not at the end of the at the end of the week. So I wouldn't risk too much. Don't let it take from your equity too much. So yeah, I would put my stop at the high. If it takes it, I will just be happy to wait, and I might short it again at 18 and 10, but next week, not this week. All right. That'll be it for this day or for today for this week, and hopefully we'll see you guys again next week um, with new live streaming. And we have like the private live streaming for FBS clients. You'll receive an email with all the details because it's going to be through Zoom from now on. So stay tuned with your emails. Netflix session? Yeah, we can do that. All right. Okay. Have a very good early weekend for you guys, and thank you all for coming today. We'll see you guys hopefully next week. Next week there is a live streaming. It's going to be the private live streaming for FBS clients. So that's going to be through Zoom. If you're a client for FBS, you'll receive an email with all the details. For public live, we might, but I'm not sure yet. I'll have to speak with the team first, and then we'll let you know. Sounds good. All right, I'm out of here. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys maybe at some point next week. Have a good one.